Hello and welcome back to another episode of World of Warcraft Hardcore. My name is Syken and today we are going to continue the playthrough of Syken Tanks, our little druid, fair druid that is. We are in Redridge. Today we're just going to do a couple of solo quests here and then do maybe some Ashen Vale afterwards, so that we can get ready for Black Fathom Depth, because that would be the next dungeon. There is an argument to be made that we could do Shadowfang Keep, but that's always a little bit of a difficult dungeon to get to, extensive travel and so on. If I get to Shadowfang Keep with a warlock that desperately needs a little bit of help, then sure, we can give it a go, but just moving there alone takes an extensive amount of time, so not the biggest fan of it. You can see we're in cat form, and cat form absolutely slaps. We are killing a couple of orcs. Cat form is fast, as in 30% movement speed because we're outdoor, and I'm going to use the buffs that I have to the best of our abilities. We're not going to do the full playthrough in world buffs, but you know, I mean, if we do have world buffs, might as well use them. And you can see this is like bear form but on steroids when it comes to the damage. Takes, of course, bigger hits in return, but that's offset by far by the absolute ridiculous amount of damage that we're doing compared to bear form. Don't even need to use a lot of other abilities at the moment. The mobs don't have enough hit points to justify using bleed damage. And within one cycle of regrowth, I already got the first one down. That is including shifting and including moving there. So yeah, a little bit faster kill speed this time around. First quest that we're doing are the so-called Battle Worn Axes, so we need to get 10 of these bad boys, and we shall get 10 Battle Worn Axes for sure. So let's make sure that we get this guy without social aggro. Don't want to leash the other one. Just single pulls for now. We could take 2, no problem, specifically with the healing, but why should we if we can play it safe? Not even waiting until we get energy back. We're just straight up sending it. You can see Razorfang Crowl is looking for a couple of extras. Lots of dungeons are looking for extras, and we're just going to wait for the right one for us. In case you wonder why is our DPS so much higher, partially it is due to the cat form, but partially it is also due to having a blue two-handed weapon staff that is starting to slap. Need to get two-handed hammers as well. I have been in Ironforge but forgot to train it. We'll do it the next time that I'm there, eventually. Wow, we're just going to cruise through all of these guys. Unbelievable. Anyways, two-hand hammers would make for a bit of a broader weapon category, because then we can take more drops in dungeons. There are quite a few two-hand hammers that are worthwhile pursuing. There are also a lot of good staffs. Man, these are typically like relatively beefy enemies, and the cat is just letting them look like they're nothing. Little bit of patrol here. Grunt plus the scout. The reason why I'm taking these guys, the outrunner and the scout, is quite simple. If they add, they can actually cause a lot of problems, so might as well bite the bullet, get them immediately down. Soon we're going to get a talent where we're retaining a bit of rage and energy when shifting. That'll allow us to so-called power shift, and that will be super helpful for us. Good, 10 axes done. Problem solved here. We need to go to the north. Solomon's Pendant, that we can take up here. And up here we can do a spider quest, so that's fine as well. Let's move over there and start with the pendant. Good. New enemies, gnolls. They are a little bit higher in level, so as a melee, whenever you fight something that is higher in level, you gotta be a tiny bit careful. You can see they dish out more damage, but nonetheless we can get them down quickly. Just need to make sure that we're not getting multiples of these, specifically since these guys here have thunder armor. That plus another melee makes for a really bad combination. All of a sudden we're taking true damage without any armor mitigation. When mobs are running away and when they are very low, I'm not using my my abilities, mainly because I want them I want to stack up energy for the next kill. So now, for instance, I'll just let them run. A little bit of a bad example because we need to heal. 26, don't want to do that. But there is another drop quest here which is called Therakius Retrieval. These guys here, by the way, gotta make sure not to go low. These are slayers. Almost all of the mobs that have slayer in their name are dangerous because they do have execute, and that's something that we do not want to play around with. Okay, we're waiting, we're saving energy because he will run, and I'm using my ability to finish him before he actually runs into someone else. Since we don't have a really good slow at the moment, that's potentially one of the best things that we can do. Alright, need a lot of pendants. I think we're just going to fast forward for you guys for now. And see you in a bit. Alright, so we've moved our way essentially to up here. And Lieutenant Fango, the boss of this little battalion, is right ahead of us. Since the next pulse might be a little bit more dangerous, I err on the side of caution. We're drinking up. We are fully buffed. Could have used my drink buff. You know what? We're just going to do exactly that. Try to pull these guys a little bit further away from one another. Good, and we're freeing up the area to actually go for the lieutenant. Hopefully without triggering the entire patrol there. That's a caster, I don't like it. They got one Slayer. We have way too many. Triggered 3. I want to fight 3. No. Kind of releashing some of them. Okay, this is going to be a difficult pull. I will need some time in order to split them apart, and I need enough time to enough room to kite. So be right back. Alright, we pulled again. This time took the Slayer out. We're pulling 4 yet again. That is so nasty. His aggro range is huge. Yeah, I need to clear that other camp. He seems to have social aggro on even the bystanders here, which is crazy. Alright, as fate so has it, we found another friend, just as I was to kind of send it with that lieutenant. With 2 people, the lieutenant might be much easier. Pre-healing your pet. Unfortunately, we found yet a fresh respawn here. Focusing on the lieutenant. Going for caster next, simply because that guy deals the most damage. Moving out of the rain of fire. And after a bit of an intense fight, we were victorious. Well played. Good job, mate. And we're done over here. Fantastic, almost a level, by the way. Getting quick XP here. Let's get those spiders next. So over here we got fresh spider meat, a couple of snouts up here, and we need, I think that's an elite quest, to be fair. We'll see. Well, level 25, is that an elite quest? I know for a fact that Gathilordok is indeed an elite enemy. I rather would go in with 3 to 4 people into that, but it's not necessarily worth it. That being said, I haven't shown that type of quest, so maybe it is something that we should be doing. But before we do that, we have tough condor meat to collect, as well as a lot of other stuff really. Crisp spider meat. And since the spiders at the entrance are low level and these here are higher, we're of course going for these. On top of it, this here is a forest respawn area, so there's always going to be a spider here. Meaning we're just going to grind it out. I'll kill whatever is in our way, and once we're done, we should have most of the ingredients for the quest. And these enemies are really simple to kill. So fast forward that part for you guys. Good, problem solved. We got all of the little ingredients that we need. I think the gore tusk snouts are missing, so we're just going to take those. Before we're then going to kill even more of the gnolls to our left. And this here is a dangerous area, man. It does not look like much, but it is actually quite dangerous. So, gotta be careful here. Specifically when going in alone, because there are packs of 3 to 4 at times. Up here, we're having the Blackrock champions, which I think are the elite orcs, level 24 to 25. But given that we are almost level 24, we might even want to do that. Let's see. Outrunner 21. So yeah, we could go up here. Typically I'm not questing the high level quests in the zone, so there's a little bit of new content, which I actually appreciate. It's too far away. Haven't been here with the other characters, so might as well do it with the druid. I'm out of range. Just need to get those last snouts. And then we're done. A lot of boar meat. That will be good, because then our cooking will be coming strong. At the moment, cooking is like whatever, because it's Halloween, and with Halloween... Oh, wait, that's the burning steps. That's why I've never been here. Yeah, okay. No, that's not going to happen. Luckily, I checked the map before becoming a fool. No, we're not going there. I actually never moved from here into the burning steps by foot. So yeah, it is Halloween, and with Halloween you'll get the best stat food automatically, so there's really nothing else you need. This, by the way, is a huge dead or kill area, and I know that very well from death clips, because these guys, once you're inside the cave, you come out and there are a lot of orcs here. Like a lot of orcs. They come in packs of 3 to 4 as well. It's not easy either. How many did we socially pull? Okay, 2. Well, that is acceptable. Oh, and I forgot something. They do have nets, if I'm not mistaken. These guys have Enrage, Demo Shout, and Enrage. One of them had nets, if I'm not completely tripping. Good. Getting the speed buff of our cat. Yeah, we're just not taking any risk at half hit points if you pull that entire camp. That's not helpful. But using spells cleverly to then pull these guys out, that on the other hand is clever. Good. We need to kill the champions, 15 thereof, which will mean we'll need to kill a lot of other guys, trackers and so on. I have to wonder, am I tripping? Is there another quest that I'm simply missing? Nice. Quick respawn. You'll love to see it. Tracker into another tracker. Someone came through and killed all of these guys. And standing in an area which is subject to respawn, not the best thing that you can do. See? There goes our way out, and I don't like it. Lots of trackers here, but no champions. I assume champions are further in. Which, given the density of the enemies here, might not be the best idea to actually go for it at level 24 without skills. So I will do an executive call here and say it's mission abort time. So good and fun, and we can come back. But that'll take way too long to get all of the guys, and we need to go in way too deep. Look at the amount of people that we need to slay just in order to get like 2 of them. And we're still not fully done. Alright, time to go and first of all do the low level stuff, because that's easier than trade in and essentially take it from there. Black Oak, Renegades, Outrunners. Okay, fair enough. Alright, so let's go. These are triplet camps. Luckily we are high enough in level, which is exactly what we would want with the orcs as well, because if you are higher level then you can like pull off exactly these types of maneuvers. Five in that camp. Well, as long as we're going with like 2 out of 5, we're good. If it is much more than that, we're no longer good. Get a dedicated healer. Well, that is for the guy who is currently organizing the elite quests, and we have late layering. I was being careful not to just layer in the middle of camp. Yeah, but it's okay. Still would have a swiftness pot if needed. Good. And the reason why I'm looking for an elite group is mainly because I don't want to solo the elite quests or do it. It would be nice to have a dedicated group for it, and it is content that I've never shown. So that's a bonus right there. Good, let's double check. So we got everything done, more or less, in Red Ridge. Need a couple of mongrels with assessing the threat. Yeah, there are follow-up quests, but that one is grey. If I'm not mistaken, the follow-up quest was slightly higher, and I mean, we've out-leveled it. Not a big fan of catching up with quest chains. Sometimes it just is what it is, and you do not do a quest chain. That's okay.
Have a good one.
So we're about half an hour in Red Ridge. We've already gained like 1 level.
Well met. Go with honor, friend.
And we've just cruised through the quests here. Wow. Got our second elite quest, which would be even one more reason to go to that orc fortress.
What can I do for you? Or the Alliance? Light bless you. Greetings. Go with honor, friend.
And it seems that we have yet another party member, so that we can actually go into the fortress. I think 4 people should be fine.
Well met. Have a good one. What can I do for you? Farewell.
Alright, whilst they are sorting out what to do, let's just double check really quickly.
Good day to you.
Nice, we got a cooking trainer, but no one that can actually get us spices. And we have like, what, dozens of chunks of boar meat, but no recipe for that. Typical. Good, so all of that is valuable. This here is pretty much crap. We can sell it. Small eggs might come handy for some cooking. The rest not so much.
Hey there. Safe travels. Hello. Safe travels.
Hello.
Good. Typically I'm not showing the whole sales process. So what's the deal, ladies and gentlemen? Are we going? Yes, no? I think the answer is yes. we going. Fast forward for you guys until these guys have figured it out. Alright, so after a while we finally made it to the entrance. And I'm going to be the tank for the group. Let's see how well that is going. Got a druid healer with me. So rejuvenations and co should be good to go. We have 2 mages. This shouldn't be too difficult to keep your crowd controls up. Seriously, guys. Okay. Mana looks good. Let's make sure that we're not line of sighting the healer. Got fire spec mages. Yep, feel free to actually crowd control this guy. Please, sheep, moon. I am marking it for a reason. Very good. So, time for us to move in. We need Midnight Orbs and the head of Gatherak the Lock, who's the boss of this place. Love it when you're having 0 initial rage. I'll just build up enough threat now.
Too far away.
Pulling it around so that we're not social aggroing. Sheeple.
I can't do that yet. Not enough rage. Not enough rage. More rage. Not enough.
This guy has almost pulled 3 times by now. Can't just let him stand there. Okay. Two sheeps. Lay a trap. Hunter. And I pull. Well, the crowd control has not worked at all. Not a big surprise. Everybody was just like all over the place. Should have also marked the ranged guy. Good, my pal here finalized the Shadow Orb quest, which is good. Let's carefully move in. Sheep regularly. No need to wait for mobs. Why? Can't you sheep? Claiming that there are AoE attacks. I'm not using swipe, so please try to sheep. And a hunter, do not multi-shot. Thank you. Well, playing with randoms. It's always a pleasure. It's really not that hard to understand what the two different symbols mean. I was contemplating for a moment to just let them sit with that extra guy. It is unreal just how bad the crowd control is. And it's not even that they're dealing a lot of damage, because if I look at the damage dealt, I'm still almost top DPS. Orange equals sleep. Oh, come on, really? Hunter freely multi-shots like an absolute buffoon. Well, this will make history of the worst questing group that I had in a long time. If you would put 4 professional trolls together, which had no other job than to troll, then I wouldn't think that they could have done a much better job than this group. To be entirely frank with you, like we had 0 crowd controls that worked well. Matter of fact, quite the opposite. And the hunter was freely damaging. I'm not sure which one of the 2 mages was the one that was trolling. I think it was the fire mage that continuously broke the sheeps by just putting a fireball on it, and the marking seemed to be like completely unclear. So far, in about 100-ish groups that I have had never the issue that Skull is kind of the main target which you are supposed to kill, and then any other thing is kind of a crowd control target, and Moon is the most common crowd control target for sheeps. It is what it is. I'm not even going to lament. We have done the quests, and with that we're done with this area altogether. Can't say that I will be missing Red Ridge. I had better areas, but it was a fun experience nonetheless. Thank you for watching, guys, and see you all in the next episode. Bye bye.